His offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging right.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Houston will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Oh, that's him grabbing air! And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Rice Owls offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw, it's Warner. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Makes the catch past the sticks. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Running the red zone, it's Bennett. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Smith wants to throw. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. At the 40, there he goes. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Escapes the sack. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the 1st quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to run for it, and they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to ride this running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking left. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rice. Getting set for the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. Smith dropping to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Houston wants to play fast.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the tight end. He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to...
Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After misfiring, it's second down. Smith wants to throw. Completes it in the middle. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Skips away from pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. On second down, they'll take to the air. Shakes off a tackler. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Cougars will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires left. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. He's going to pass. Got the quick pass. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He'll take a shot. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. From the gun. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Wants to throw. It's Warner. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the... Picked off! Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Buys a little time. And he can't. And down he goes. Just enough time to get off one more snap. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 2nd half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This Rice offense has... drive going. They'll throw it on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Power football with the run. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to him. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team, everybody. Offense set on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick completion on the out route. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give out of the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The give to the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Complete to the left. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rice. PAT unit on the field. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the... And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Unloads it left. Got his man. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout the season.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking downfield, it's Warner. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going strong.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. The Owls getting set on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Connors. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in the position to win.
And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense has made it tough, but they'll try to plow their way in here on 3rd and goal in overtime. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Owls! And they grab the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That is the score. Rice, 31, Houston, 24.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Smith dropping to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. 2nd down coming up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket.
Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. 1st and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. Trying to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the true freshman? Trusting him down near the goal line, down near the red area to give him the football. And listen, you know he wants to punch one in. Been talked about a lot, a high recruit. Everybody's singing his praises. He wants to get in that end zone and hear his name called one time.
3rd and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you. A sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much.